All right, we started a brand new series called The Way for 2024, walking in the way of the disciple through encounter, formation, and mission. We really have to go back and determine and define what a disciple is, because a disciple is an active learner, an active follower of Jesus, not just the title Christian on our life, but where we begin to follow Jesus in such a way that our defaults become his default reactions, that our values line up with his, the way he thinks, we think. What Jesus does, we start to do. That's where we start to trend to. That's called sanctification. And, we have to really distinguish today what is a disciple, because so many people call themselves Christians. Christian ends up just becoming a title that we put on our life, maybe an adjective that we have about us. But disciple is a verb. And so I say it this way: you may call yourself a Christian, but are you a disciple? Because we have to distinguish the two these days. And so the Lord gave me 3 words that I believe are ingredients to actively becoming an ongoing disciple of Jesus. And the first one is encounter. These are one moment in the presence of God changes anything and everything type moments. These are burning bush type moments. These are encounters with Jesus. These are our hearts burned because of an altar moment, something that marks the time and place. We need those moments as disciples that begin to change our trajectory. But we also need this thing called formation. Formation is what I call the low and slow of becoming a disciple. It's the fruit of the Spirit being developed over time. It's the spiritual disciplines where we get into prayer, fasting, silence, solitude, Sabbath, community, things that form us over time into the love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, so that our default reactions become kingdom reactions, so that the way Jesus would love people, we love people, and that the gap between our public self and our real self is closed, and we're not embarrassed about it because it looks like Jesus. That takes formation. We cannot skip that. And then also we need mission, because mission is basically that we were created to be extravagant, risk-taking conduits of the love of God to the world around us. What's been poured into us, we've got to pour out of us. And so anytime we share our faith, we're on mission. Anytime we're using a spiritual gift, we're on mission. Anytime we're serving others, we're on mission. And we have to have mission, because I just put it this way: discipleship minus formation basically can become shallow, short-lived, surface living. But discipleship minus mission can become stagnant or just self-centered. Discipleship minus encounter can just turn into spiritual rituals or social justice. And that's all it is. We need all 3. We need encounter, formation, and mission. The thing about the way of the disciple is it's not more rules and duties, but it's actually about more fruit and freedom. And so we need to ask the question, and I believe the question is being asked to us, an invitation from God, is how free do we want to be in 2024? Because the lid can be off. We just have to be willing to be, as I said, toes on the ledge type of people, where we're getting ready to take the leap off into what God wants us to do. That quote from C.S. Lewis that, a familiar captivity many times is more desirable than an unfamiliar freedom. I want us to be people, and I want to be people who take the leap into the unknown and grow this year so that we can all walk deeper and more fully into the way of the disciple. And that's my prayer. That's the heart of this message series. And I hope it blessed you. And I hope you lean in this year to everything God wants to do in you.